So we're going to be working on the ceiling. Now, the ceiling is going to be a little bit different because it's a blue van. Now, let me show you something. We got blue plastic strips. We can't get a precise Ford colour match. That's not far off. Don't be nosy. You'll see soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to router down each section of the wood because we're using nice thick wood to go on the ceiling. Now the plan is to router down each side of this down there, and then once it's routed out we can slot this in. We've routed out one side there, as you can see. Now this stuff, which comes in great big long lengths, will slot in like that either side, and then what that's going to do is it's going to give us a 10mm gap in between of a nice blue line right the way down the van. So blue van, blue roof, and we're going from there. Once they've been routed, then it goes over to the painting department. Here comes the painting department.
Painting department, yeah. I'll have him. Lazy ass.
Great hand movements though. Ooh. Carry on.
So apparently I am now the painting department. So what we are about to do is paint the wood panels that go up onto the roof for the ceiling. Now I've opted for Osmo wood wax finish, and what we do is we give the...
I've opted for...
Yeah. Did you pick the paint? Did you pick the colour? Did you?
Carry on with your painting.
I like how you've got some distance away from me there. You need it. Anyway, as I was saying, so, Osmo, great stuff. Does what it says on the tin. So, I've opted for pebble shade. What you do is you get a nice little cloth. Oh my God. Get a nice cloth, and then you just layer it on nice and smoothly, and that'll give you, I'm really sorry, unprofessional Neil behind me is drawing rude extremities on the van. Rude. Just rude. Have you not got any work to do?
Waiting for the painting department to finish.
Right, so depending on the finish that you want on your wood panels, depends on how you apply the paint. So we only want like a little nice light stain. So to get that effect, we're just using a nice cloth and we're just smoothing it on. And as you can see, it looks a little bit wishy-washy, but that's the look we're going for.
Right, so while the painting department is doing the painting, it's probably a chance to tell you that. The reason we went for this type of paint. Well, Osmo paint is low in VOCs. You're going to have to Google that one because I can't remember exactly what it is. I mean, technically I could Google it, but I just really can't be arsed right now Googling it to tell you when you can Google it yourself and find out. But they're dangerous! The higher they are, oh, not good. Death will occur. You will be no more. You will cease to be. Your life will be gone. I don't really think it's that bad, but... She's laughing. But low VOCs...
Good.
Good. So...
Especially in indoor spaces.
Yeah, in indoor spaces, stuff like this, there's Osmo paint. I mean, it's not the cheapest of stuff, but, you know, it doesn't let off harmful, chemicals and things in the air and stuff like that. So it's really good. doesn't really smell either, to be honest. So that's the reason that we've gone with Osmo paints. We did use the Osmo paint in the big crafter, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we used like a clear oil sort of stuff, waxy oil. But it's really good and it lasts, and to be fair, it goes on lovely as well. So Osmo paint, not sponsored, unlike Jackery. So you know, you don't have to get on your keyboard and be some sort of bread fan and be a warrior and go, oh my God, sir, you've sold out to Jackery like every other bloody channel out there. You know, how dare you do this to us? But don't be blaming YouTubers for putting videos out for things like that. Anyway, back to the build. Rant over. It was a bit
over the top.
it was over the top, wasn't it?
Such a princess.
Oh, I'll take myself away.
Another great thing about this paint is you can get different effects with it. We're just going for a slight hint of grey on the grain. However, if you put a second coat on, or if you use it with a brush or a roller, it goes on a lot thicker.
You mean them?
Yeah, them. See? Totally different type of effect with the same paint.
Just to let you know, these weren't that colour 10 minutes ago. Oh no. So, there's a bit of a moral to this story.
Always use gloves when you're painting.
Especially when you're using wax oil paint, because
It's really hard to get off.
Water does nothing.
So now it's about time the ceiling went up in the roof.
Right, so now that they've dried, we've got our strips of plastic and they're going to go in between each panel, just like that. Yeah? And then, in essence, it's going to be like tongue and groove, because it's going to go up against the ceiling and then the plastic is going to go in between each panel. So, we're going to go in there, we're going to get one up, because you don't need to see the whole process, because you just don't, because there might have been some swearing and some negativity, and that's what we're not all about, is it? That's what we're not all about. Got a big gun.
About time.
Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. Got caught. So, we're going to be whacking her up with a big gun. So, stick and flex it up, then brad nail it in, and then what we can do is, we can go over the brad nail holes with some wood filler, nice and tidy it all up. Nice and tidy it all up?
Tidy it all up nicely.
Tidy it all up nicely. Then just give them a light rub over again with Emma's paint, and the roof ceiling will look absolutely lovely. Dogs are a nightmare.
This one isn't. She's been good as gold. Although she has painted her own neck and a collar.
Covered in paint, and then if you can hear, just bear with me 1 second. Now, if I just hold this ball. It's a good job this place is big enough for vans, dogs and an Emma.
What do you mean, Anna and Emma?
Let's get roofing. Now for the most awkward job in the world. Slot it in and get it nailed up.
Would you like hand nail?
Oh look, the elf, the special elf is coming to help us. But you won't see him because he won't go on camera, but there you go. Right, that's slotted in. Magic elf. And then we're just going to brad it right to the top. And then what we're going to do is all these little holes, we're going to sand them down, fill them over with some wood filler, and then give this a little paint. So far, it's looking alright. Another couple of pieces in there, and then we can put the lights on. Right, so the last piece, which is going to go in there and run right the way back. It's a stupid shape, so we've got to scribe this piece in to make it fit. Fingers crossed it fits. He's noisy. Well, there we go. One roof done. Just got to rub down little bits like where we put the nails in. You can't even see I filled it. Filled all the holes, all the nail holes. Filled. Start that one again. Filled all the holes with wood filler. That's the name of it. Wood filler. That fills holes. Some of you might fill holes with other things, but for wood, it's wood filler. Right, anyway, let's crack on. Shut up, Neil. All the holes are filled with wood filler, like up there and, you know, along there. You can't really see them, you just need rubbing down now. And then we just need to get like a cloth and go along with the paint and just give a little touch up in places. But roof's in, roof's done. Next, it's furniture. Right, for the section where we're going to meet the roof with the actual ceiling part, we're going to be building a little bulkhead that just goes there, and it will just basically cover up the join. And also, we've got the curtains to go on for the front cab. So, there's not much we can really do the likes of these gaps here, because we can't bend the ceiling to come down and go in. We just can't. And I don't even want to try, so it's easier just to scribe a single bulkhead to go right along there, and do with the same furniture board that we're going to be doing the cabinets with as well. So it's going to have a little bulkhead there, and then along the bottom there we're going to have the same furniture board, like I said, with the lights coming through, as I said in the last video. So roof's done, cabinets need to go in, bed needs to go in, a little bit of wiring, and then that's basically done. A few little fiddly bits and just messing about with stuff and make it look tidy, and then crack on with something else. And then there's also this one with the Chief Hobgoblin getting built right now. So the Chief Penis is working on this one now. More to come on this very soon. This is a monster. Don't know where the painting department's gone. Painting department's disappeared. Never mind. See you soon.